When I'm writing, I mean what I'm saying. There's a lot of me in each song. I've used a stylist twice, and that was when I didn't have time to go shopping or pick up an outfit for a photo shoot. I think you should dress yourself. Have fun with it. It's only clothes. When I tell people that I lost my baby weight through breastfeeding, they think I'm exaggerating, but it was brilliant for that. It is great for bonding with your baby. It is hard when no one else can feed her, but it was worth it for me. I loved it. I was one of those annoying kids that loves singing and entertaining. Music was always part of my life. My mother says I came out singing. I wanted to be Gene Kelly or Judy Garland. I couldn't live on the singing at first, so I worked as a cleaner, in a laundrette, in a garage, face painting and doing the windows of shops at Christmas. 'Cause I had been to art college, I'd watch old movies with Judy Garland, Shirley Temple and Betty Davis and long to be part of that glamorous world. A lot of that glamour is gone now. In my own small way, I hope I'm bringing some of it back, but it would be great if I could inspire women to dress up. For me, rockabilly is very, very exciting music. It's electric and kind of wild, you know? It's make your hairs stand up on the back of your neck kind of music. I remember once doing a gig in Ireland, and there was a woman jumping around and screaming. I don't know what this is, but I love it. I thought that was a nice compliment. I don't think the music that I do is nostalgic in any way. I don't think about going back to nice old-fashioned music. I'm certainly influenced by old music, but I want to bring it slap bang up to today. I think I'd like to be one of those eccentric 80-year-old women. I never co-write. I've tried it before, and I just can't do it. I like to escape. I like to write when I go on a walk. I'm kind of very fairy that way. I get inspired by the wind, or when I daydream, that's when I write. My parents never told me to get a real job. They always said, go for it. If this is what you want to do, work hard. They were always very supportive. I love the shape of 50s fashion. The clothes are very flattering. They let you out in the right places. I love high heels too, as I'm only 5'3", although I always tell people I'm 5'5". You have to change your life for yourself, and it's about the fun of getting there, sitting in the tour van, breaking down on the side of the road, you know, having a laugh with the guys in the band, making mistakes with nobody watching. I was brought up with old-fashioned values. I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend until I finished school. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. The nuns would scrub your face if they saw it. When I was a teenager, I had a record company after me. They wanted me to be a pop act. They said they wanted me to be the next Sonia. I was 16 at the time. I said, no thank you. I don't tend to set out on huge world domination goals or have anything in mind. I just like to play. I like to gig a lot. I like to write music. Music rules a lot of my life. I was bitten by the bug young. I'm not filthy rich. I'm not as rich as people think. It's funny, isn't it? I'm on the road earning my money. I didn't get any million-pound record deals. Not unless you're Jedward. I'm doing very well, but I still have a mortgage to pay off, so I'm on the road. I never miss a vote. I think that's the power of the people. A lot of people fought and died for us to have votes, for women to have votes in particular. Your vote is your one weapon. I'm a normal consumer, but try to do the best I can. I try to buy locally, and I mostly avoid supermarkets. I'm a big believer in pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start again. In a way, I'm lucky that I was never classically trained and never went to a music college. I'm just from a normal working class family and happened to get obsessed with music as a teenager. I'm lucky to come from a very musical family. If you put a record on and turn the volume up, there's a pretty good chance you'll have a lot of people dancing very quickly. I worry about people who sell out to chase fame because when they get it, it might not be so satisfying. I love people with strong convictions because we are living in a very PC world. You can't crack a joke without it being in the headlines. I lost a boyfriend over Elmore James. You know that moment when you send mixtapes at 15? He sent me pop hits, and I sent him Elmore James. and I never heard from him again. I never got formal training in music. I would just sit with my ear to the speaker and my hand on the needle. I'd listen to Wanda Jackson and think, how did she do that? And lift the needle and try it myself. I don't do gray. I like my color, my style. I'm sorry, but juicy couture, tracksuits and Ugg boots don't move me in any way, shape or form. I refuse to wear them. Modern fashion doesn't appeal to me. The 1950s were better in every way, don't you think? I'm in no hurry to get old, but when I do, I'll be out to enjoy every last minute. I see myself at 90 in some nursing home, waving my walking stick about as I jive to Gene Vincent records. I'm not comparing myself at all to him, but I like the idea that Ernest Hemingway always wrote about certain things he knew. He knew the ins and outs, back to fronts of what he was talking about. I love that as an inspiration for myself to keep it true to what you know. Ireland and America, music-wise, are very closely related. The Irish came over with their fiddles in hand, and you can hear it in the bluegrass and rockabilly. I love it when music from different countries combine. I have no big career plan. It is better for me that way. I'm not a feminist that hates men by any means. I'm not saying that women shouldn't pursue careers, but if it is going to be equal in the workplace, it should certainly pan out to be a little bit more equal in the home too. I know exactly what it's like to not have a penny. I know exactly what it's like trying to get a job. I know exactly what it's like having bloody one tin of ambrosia left in the cupboard, but I know I can survive. I love to cook. I love having friends over and family. I am definitely a feeder. I feed everybody. I am jumping around the kitchen like a crazy woman. I love to have no plans. It is amazing where your day can turn when you have no plans, meeting people or just going to a little pub on the side of the road. I was from a tough neighborhood and we didn't have a lot of money, but my dad worked hard and my mom is good at budgeting things. That made me appreciate things. I love to look back, but I don't want my music to be nostalgic. I want it to have the same vibrancy that the music I love had when it came out. I'm trying to get that electricity. Don't lie when you are 105 years of age on your deathbed thinking, I should have done a few things. I would like to think I tried as much as I could. Imelda Mary Hyam, professionally known as Imeldamay, was born in Dublin on July 10, 1974 in the Liberties in the South Inner City. She is the youngest of 5 siblings, with sisters Edel Foy and Maria O'Reilly and brothers Brendan Clabby and Fintan Clabby. In 1991, she attended Senior College Ballyfermot, where she studied art, graphics and printmaking. May is an Irish singer, songwriter, television presenter and multi-instrumentalist. Known primarily as a singer, she also plays the bodhar and guitar, bass guitar and tambourine. She is known for her musical style of rockabilly revival and has also been compared to female jazz musicians, such as Billie Holiday. Her career began at age 16 when she began touring the Dublin club circuit, and she was occasionally barred from her own shows at Dublin's Bruxelles Club for being underage. She moved to Great Britain in 1998 and shortly after toured with Mike Sanchez. She formed her own band in 2002 and released her debut studio album, No Turning Back. After the release, May relocated to London with her then-husband, guitarist Daryl Hyam, following an appearance on the BBC Music program later. With Jules Holland in 2008, she released her second studio album, Love Tattoo 2009. She collaborated and toured with a number of artists following its release. Her third studio album, Mayhem, was released in 2010 and earned her a nomination for the Choice Music Prize. Her fourth studio album, Tribal, came out in 2014, and her fifth, Life, Love, Flesh, Blood, in 2017. 11 Past the Hour, her sixth album, was released on April 16, 2021.